Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Diana Putri Febrianti and here I will explain about Indonesia and human rights protection. Next slide. Effort to promote and protect human rights are the mandates of the 1945 Constitution, which must be realized by the government and all stakeholders in Indonesia. Including the Indonesia Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Indonesia's contribution and leadership in the arena of multilateral forums is reflected in Indonesia's active participation as a member of the United Nations in the discussion of the UN General Assembly Human Rights Agenda, particularly in Commit 3 and at the Human Rights Council. This is, of course, synergized with Indonesia's active role in various other multilateral forum discussions, human rights issues such as ACOSOC, ASCAP, and even the UN Security Council, and etc. And next slide about charter-based mechanism. Number one is about Commit 3 session of the United Nations General Assembly. One example of Indonesia's active role in Commit 3 is Indonesia being the initiator and co-facilitator with the Philippines for the biennial resolution on violence against women migrant workers since 2001. Indonesia diplomacy continues to strive to manage various human rights challenges in Indonesia that have become a concern in multilateral forums, including the handling of human rights issues in the past and contemporary issues such as freedom of expression related to separatist aspiration, violence in Papua, freedom of religion and belief, the death penalty, violence by security, forest and law enforcement, and promotion of the rights of vulnerable groups. And the next is about ACOSOC. Within the framework of ACOSOC, Indonesia also continues to strive to play an active role in various discussions of human rights issues. Indonesia also continues to strive to play an active role in various discussions of human rights issues, especially in the field of economic and social rights, both in functional commission, such as the Commission on the Status of Women, Commission on Population and Development, and the Commission on Social Development, as well as in various bodies and institutions under ACOSOC, such as United Nations Children Fund or UNICEF, International Labour Organization, and United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. One example of Indonesia's role in ACOSOC is reflected in the election of Indonesia to become a member of the CSW for several periods, as well as active participation in annual session of the CSW. Currently, Indonesia has been re-elected as a member for the 2013 to 2016 period. And the next slide is about Human Rights Council. As a member of the Human Rights Council, Indonesia has demonstrated its role and made a major contribution to effort to promote and protect human rights at the global level. Indonesia and a group of like-minded countries have made effort to uphold the role of GHAM in line with UN resolution, in particular the principle of DHIM as an intergovernmental forum, balance of civil rights and ecosystem rights, international dialogue and cooperation, universality, objectivity, non-selectivity, and the elimination of double standard and policy evasion. And number 4 is about universal periodic review. Indonesia has actively participated in the Universal Periodic Review or UPR mechanism of the UN Human Rights Council twice in 2008 and 2012 in Geneva. From the two dialogues, Indonesia has received a number of recommendations. In the 2012 UPR session of the 118 recommendations submitted by various countries, Indonesia decided to accept 115 recommendations. Meanwhile, the remaining 13 recommendations can't be accepted by government of Indonesia because they don't reflect the actual situation, factual challenge facing Indonesia, or recommendations that are considered irrelevant because they have been implemented. And number 5, about special procedure, thematic, and country-specific mandate. As an implementation of its commitment to cooperate with international human rights mechanism, Indonesia has received visits from various UN human rights special procedure, including the Special Rapporteur on Anti-Torture, the Special Rapporteur on Migrant Workers, and the Special Rapporteur on a Human Rights Defender. And next, about treaty-based mechanism. As part of the global commitment and encourage the promotion and protection of human rights at the national level, Indonesian diplomacy needs to continue to facilitate the implementation of Indonesia's international obligation and the field of human rights, not only through the UPR mechanism, but also the UN Human Rights Treaty body. Indonesia is a state party to 8 of the 9 main human rights instruments, namely civil and political rights, economic, social, and cultural rights, anti-torture, elimination of discrimination against women, elimination of race discrimination, children right of persons with disabilities, and the right of migrant workers. Various thematic issues that have received the committed attention include the issue of female circumcision, discrimination in marriage and family relationship, covering the age of marriage and inheritance right for women, with that penalty, including on the ground of the drug crimes, ill treatment of detainees, the implementation of Sharia law in Aceh, freedom of association and opinion in Papua, and religious freedom. And the last one is about government roles and initiative at the international level to demonstrate Indonesia's commitment to the protection of vulnerable groups at the multilateral level. The Indonesian government has also played an active role in various international initiatives. Indonesia is one of the early member of the Equal Further Partnership, which was started in 2012 and focused on the issue of gender equality in politics and women's economic empowerment. I think for me it's enough about Indonesia and human rights protection. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.